and you were playing, it was a song that I hadn't heard for a long time from Cheap Trick as a full band, and I think it was Tonight It's You.
Oh, yeah.
And you were playing it in sound check, and it was just you with an acoustic guitar, and I was watching it, and I was sick. I think I was like 16, and I remember thinking, I know all these words.
Yeah.
But the way that you sang it was different than any time I'd ever heard it. And when you came off and I came up to you immediately, I remember this so vividly because I was like trying to figure out myself. You know, you're a young kid, you're like, oh man. And I've always looked like, let me tell you another story about Robin real quick. This is a good segue into time. I followed him around the studio when you guys were recording in Los Angeles. And you were recording, and your assistant engineer was Phil.
Oh yeah, okay.
And you were working with Richie Zito.
That was that was the Flame era.
And I remember following you around, and I was so interested in smoking cigarettes. And I was really too young. I was like 13 years old, and I'm watching Robin. I'm like, all right, he only smoked like 4 drags that week. So I went and picked it up, and then I like molded it back because he stepped it out, and then I molded it. I never told anybody the story. So I molded it back into a formed cigarette, and I took it into the bathroom of the studio. And I took like 3, how do they do this? So I didn't smoke for a while after that. But when he came up to me and I said, no, you tonight it's you. Like, you're like, you know what? All I really ever wanted to be was a folk singer. And I remember that so vividly because there is an art to folk that is so much different than having a band behind you. When you get up here tonight, you're exposed. It's so different.
Yeah.
You're a badass.
Yeah.
Well, you're obviously a badass. Yeah. Well, I'm right behind you, buddy.
Amen.
No, well, but I'm just saying it's been so nice to be able to be around and groomed from a distance from someone who is so humble, so good, and yet still wants to be so good. You know. Robin Zander. I just spent 3 days with my dad, and that's one introverted, weird dude. But you know what? You don't get songs like this if you're not, so. Mama told me, yeah, she told me I'll meet girls like you. She also told me stay away, you'll never know what you'll catch. Just the other day I heard some soldiers falling off some Indonesian jump that's going round. Mommy's alright, Daddy's alright, they just seem a little weird. Surrender, surrender, but don't give yourself away. Ay, ay, ay.
Father says your mother's right. She's really up on things. Before we married, Mommy served in the wax in the Philippines. Now I had the wax recruited, old maids for the war. But Mommy isn't one of those. I've known her all these years. Mommy's alright and Daddy's alright. They just seem a little weird. Surrender, surrender, yourself away. Hey, hey,
And what happened to all these seasons, losers of the year? Every time I got to thank you, well, they disappeared. When I woke up Monday, they were rolling on the couch. They were rolling numbers, rock and roll. Got my Kiss records out. Mommy's alright, Daddy's alright. Just seem a little weird. Surrender, surrender. Don't give yourself away. Y'all sing it. Surrender, surrender, but don't give yourself away. Well, Robin's alright, Robin Taylor's alright, and Holland's alright, and Ian's alright. Well, Dan Collar's alright, and Matt Running Sound's alright. Let's see who, Yes Factory's alright, and the Sensations are alright, and Robin's alright, more than alright. He's packed the house for 3 nights. Say we're all alright, say we're all alright, say we're all alright. Even the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is alright, alright. Say we're